Hi guys, and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing Ride 4. We're going to be using the Harley Davidson XR1200 from the USA Tribute Pack, and the last time I used this was for that Imola time trial challenge that was glitched originally because the lap time was incorrect. You couldn't beat it at any skill. I really tried, and unfortunately I couldn't get the job done. I do apologise for, oh my goodness, absolute carnage on the right hand side of your screen there, and on the left there, goodness me. Absolute carnage going into the second corner of Road Atlanta on the first lap. Any other time that would have been a red flag 100%. But I just want to make a quick apology, guys, that unfortunately there will be no MotoGP 21 racing this weekend. I've not been feeling too good, and I haven't got the energy or the throat to really go wild with the shouting. And I know that the next couple of Grand Prix are going to be quite intense because you've got Catalonia and Assen, but I will get those videos uploaded as soon as I can. But I do apologise if you were expecting that. And of course I have got still my thank you and little studio tour to do as well, which I haven't forgotten about. It's just I've been moving things around and trying to get everything sorted. Oh my goodness, in fourth place there, Johnny Glamour, the legend, the myth, the man we love and adore, old Johnny Glamour. But yeah, I do apologise, guys, that that video hasn't been done yet, because I know you guys are expecting it, and I'm very much looking forward to doing it as well. But I've just not been feeling very well and very up for it this week, and not looking my best, so I don't want to do a bad video. I want to make sure it's a good and pristine video, and I want to have everything perfect for it. But yeah, I hope you guys don't mind on that one. Of course, I'll be sure to keep you updated with what I'm going to be doing soon. We're now onto the rear of Phoenix Trio, going across the line for the very first time here in the Road Atlanta. A very awesome track. Sadly, it didn't make my top 10 list. Sorry if you haven't seen my top 10 list yet for the top 10 tracks in Ride 4, at least my top 10 tracks. I will be doing that for MotoGP 21 as well soon. I'll be doing my top 10 tracks there, maybe top 10 bikes or something, I'm not entirely sure. But just slowing things down here a little bit, trying to get Johnny Glamour on the podium. Doesn't seem to be working as things stand. Richard Soldi managed to get back ahead, and Phoenix Trio is now in the third position. As we get on the left hand side for turn 6, right on the rear of the fellow. Oh my goodness, there he is. Johnny Glamour, the compatriot, is in third position. Yes, Johnny. Yes, Mr. Glamour. Now can he get up to the inside of me and go to the promised land and win the race here, as we get a massive lunge up on the inside of Richard Trasoldi. Oh, a bit more contact there. Oh my goodness. Richard Trasoldi had an absolute massive moment. I don't think Trasoldi's getting back up after that one, but look who's in first position. Take a screenshot, ladies and gentlemen, because I don't believe I've ever seen Johnny Glamour leading a Grand Prix in Ride 4. That I am super proud of. JG up at the front there. I think his racing number's like 68 or something. I'll get a better look in a minute. Might be 68 or 89, something like that. I might be completely wrong. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get close enough to have a look. Let's see if we can. Let's have a little bit of a nibble to see if we can see what number he is. Oh, a bit of bump up the rear there. Can't quite see it. Oh, me Glamour! Oh, Johnny Glamour's down. I think he was number 56, actually. Oh, my God. I helped him. I gaveth and I taketh away Johnny Glamour. My apologies. We went from 2 British riders. Actually, we went from 2 Americans on the podium to 2 British riders to now 2 South African lads. That's pretty cool. Ruben Foiret and Rudy Grobler in second and third place respectively. But I guess now is it's time for no more messing about. Let's just do everything we do best, and that is thrash this track on board this Harley Davidson right now. And yes, you probably were expecting it since I'm using the Harley Davidson, but I am trying to get this bike as well up to level 5 affinity. I'm on the achievement hunt for Ride 4. I do like getting the achievements and trophies, I really do, and getting the achievements for the games I love is, oh my goodness, even I'm dropping the front now, even I'm making mistakes, and now Foiret and Grobler take over at the front. But I do like getting the 100% achievements and trophies for the games I love and adore. And Ride 4, apparently you guys told me the other day that this game has been out for over a year now. I uploaded a video on the day as well, actually. It was really cool. And yeah, honestly, I'm super excited to continue with content on Ride 4. So with it being a year, with it being one of my favourite games of all time in just that 1 year, it makes sense to try and get all the achievements to really cement my love and affection for Ride 4. It's a sad affair that I didn't like Ride 3 as much as Ride 4, because I gave up on Ride 3 very early on compared to the likes of Ride 2, which I played to the death and got all the achievements for. The first ride I did the exact same thing as well. Actually, I got the trophies because I played them on PlayStation, but we now go ahead of Rudy Groblin. We now have the lead, starting the penultimate lap here in Road Atlanta. And honestly, I would really love to see if we can get all the achievements on Ride 4. The only thing that puts me off is getting the affinity level with some of the bikes I'm not a big fan of. I'm not a massive fan of this particular Harley Davidson, to be quite honest with you, but it handles alright and it's kind of enjoyable to use, but I don't know. It's kind of enjoyable, I guess. Maybe that's a compliment in a way, because it's not that great. It really isn't, but it's not the worst bike I've ever used. It certainly didn't make the top 5 or the lowest 5 on my list, of course. But as far as the actual Harley Davidsons go, I need to increase the affinity level to even level 4 in the sense of the manufacturer, so I can do the Harley Davidson testing. I've done every other test riding role but Harley Davidson because there wasn't really that many bikes that I use, and there's not many bikes of Harley Davidson I actually like to use in the game. I'll probably use this one the most, not entirely sure. I'll figure something out, of course. Maybe I won't just bombard you with the same bike in every single video, but I will be doing some more affinity runs to try and improve it. Not far away for the Aprilia RSV4F now, thankfully. I'm not that far away. I've been doing a lot of videos with that one and doing a lot of time trials on my own, just trying to increase the affinity level. But as far as the top 10 goes, you guys seem to be really enjoying them, and I'm enjoying making them and sharing my opinions. So I'll be doing another top 10 very, very soon. I'm going to be doing the top 10 good-looking bikes, my lowest, least favourite tracks, top 10 liveries maybe, and a few more as well. Got plenty to do. I seen another one the other day. I forgot to mention it, so my apologies for forgetting. But the idea of the combination of tracks, which tracks work the best together, I think that's a fantastic idea, but I don't know if the bikes all feel that different in Ride 4 to really be noticeable. Yes, I'm going to say some tracks will definitely benefit using this particular bike, and then some will not feel as good, but I've got an idea or two for some combinations of bikes and tracks, so I'm hoping I can produce something together, and that's really exciting to do, so hopefully it turns out well as well, of course. And I've got more ideas as well for the top 10s. I'm going to expand that into MotoGP 21. I would like to cover my top 10 tracks in MotoGP 21. I think you may know what tracks are going to be on there as well, but who knows, maybe I'll surprise you. I don't necessarily think I can do top 10 bikes. I might be able to do top 10 liveries or something, or my top 10 favourite sort of style of bikes, but we'll see. I'm happy to do as many top 10s as you guys want me to make, as long as we enjoy the videos and I enjoy making them. I'll just keep on going forever. But now into turn 12, this is going to be the final time we go into the Fox Factory bridge just above us there, and we now go into the right-hander for the final corner here in Road Atlanta, and this is going to be a very comfortable victory, so why not have a very comfortable wheelie? If we can just keep it up, we certainly can. Victory here in Road Atlanta. So next up is time for Sugo, one of my originally favourite tracks, but unfortunately I did sort of outgrow my roots here in this track. I do very much enjoy it. Of course, the track where it started, my breaking guide, this is where it started on the... Oh my goodness, look at these two crashing in unison there. Bloody hell. Nicholas Kekkonen, and I can't even see the other rider, both riders crashing out at the exact same time, in the exact same fashion, going into the first corner of Sugo. How embarrassing for Lou Charbonneau and Nicholas Kekkonen. And why do they go so bloody slow going into the hairpin curve for turn 4? I'll never know why they go so slow. 77,000th of a second penalty time given to me there for touching the grass. Won't be doing that again, I can assure you. So we now go on the right hand side for the high point corner for turn 6. And we'll go right again for turn 7 for the rainbow corner, as we bring on the power to get in behind Nicholas Kekkonen. In fact, we won't be getting up behind him. Look at the speed we managed to pick up from that corner. We're well and truly on our way now to chase down Kazuwaki in 9th position. So 5.6 seconds to Bradley Hooper in first position right now as things stand. I'm pretty confident in our ability on board this XR1200 to chase them down, even Bradley Hooper included, of course. So now chucking the bike in the left-hander, just touching the grass there, got the rear wheel shaking and sliding and slipping around a little bit. Have to be careful of that one as we go into the 110R corner. Everyone braking ever so gentle and slowly going into this corner, dropping it down to about 30 miles an hour to navigate that corner for the 14th turn. It's very, very, very difficult to get right, but easy to get wrong. I tend to get right most of the time, but I better not jinx myself just in case. It's all about going extremely slow in that corner. Be slow and be in control is what I would definitely say for that particular section of corner. Now this particular variant of the track is probably my favourite. The long sweeping corner is still good, but I rather enjoy that sort of tight flip-flop chicane kind of section. I think it's rather exciting to navigate as we now go around the outside of two riders in one hairpin. But Lord Almighty, what a bump that was from Mika Alatalo. We've seen him in a couple of videos before, and he, the Finnish man, giving it as good as he's got to DrAce right now. So now on the right hand side we'll go for the high point corner for the 6th corner of Sugo, and once again to the right hand side for the rainbow corner. Can we get into the rear? Can we bring on the acceleration? We're already through. We're already through. Again, I expected us to be in the slipstream waiting for a chance to overtake, but no, we got past extremely easily as we now go into the right hander, probably one of the best braking zones into the horseback corner. Pretty innocuous corner in a way. It kind of looks like you can get it nailed, but sometimes you can really mess it up if you're not careful. And speaking of messing it up, we almost did the same there by getting on the rumble strip. Do not go in the rumble strip there, because that was extremely bumpy as we go into SPL. Can we go around the outside? Wow! For the 110R corner, we absolutely flew past Adriana Torres. And now as we go into the left hand side for 13, briefly to the right hand side for 14, and then bring on the power for 15th, which is of course dubbed the final corner. We have Lady to the right hand side. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, if that's meant to be a joke. Lady or Lady, a Lady, I'm not sure. I sound like I'm singing a Beatles song. Oh Lady, oh Lada. But going into the first corner, we do have David Pekkanen and Bradley Hooper leading this Grand Prix. But as we get to the chicane in a minute, that hairpin corner, you better believe we're already going to be through, aren't we? Here we go, hard are the brakes, right round the outside, not one but two riders, massive contact with Bradley Hooper, and Bradley Hooper has just pulled too much front brake and ended his Sugo Grand Prix prematurely. He will not be going home with a trophy, he will be going home with mud in his teeth and a very disconsolate team in the background there. He'll be in the pits wondering what went wrong. But now David Pekkanen, do we get in his slipstream this time? We do, but again, very briefly, for some reason he hits the anchors. Looks like he was doing a track day, just wanted to get out of the way. And I guess that means we're going to absolutely push this Harley Davidson to its limits again then. As we go into the right hander. Oh, getting stuck on the grass there. That is not what you want to do. Never get caught on the grass, because you can't brake, you can't do anything. You just have to ride the wave and just fingers crossed you can finally get back on the tarmac and not panic anymore. But onto the left hand side for SP out on the rumble strip on the exit there, up by 0.3 of a second. David Pekkanen is now almost a second behind. That graphic in the left hand side of the screen at the moment is going to change from what the hell was that? What on earth was that going into the 14th corner? That was awful. I deserve a ban for that. That was just shocking. Give me a whole ride-through penalty for that, because that was pants. Massive mistake from the man who's been doing videos for over a year on Ride 4 and still can't seem to get that corner right. Embarrassing moment, to say the least. But now into the first corner with the Harley Davidson. It's pretty much a done deal already. 2 seconds lead now to David Pekkanen. And I guess so I've got a brief opportunity to ask you, what bikes am I yet to cover that you want to see me cover in detail and in depth? Let me know in the comments section down below, of course. If you ever want to leave any comments, be free to do so. I'll always try and reply as many times as I can, and as soon as I can, of course, as always. Also, a quick mention to our Discord server. I don't think I've ever actually explained what the Discord server is all about, so I'm probably going to do a little bit more of an in-depth video so I can explain to you guys what the Discord server is all about and why it's important for you guys to join it if you're a DrAce fan and if you want to converse with other bikers and other fans of the video game genre, or even the sport in real life, of course. I'll cover that more in detail at some point, but I would still implore you to join us, because we have a nice little community building in there, and we have a lot of good guys discussing bikes, discussing tactics, discussing techniques, and even improving our skills in the video game form as well, doing from time trial challenges, livery editing challenges, etc. All sorts of stuff going on in the Discord server, so the link is in the description down below. I would highly advise, if you're a fan, to come out and check us out in there. But for the time being, we'll have one more lap here in Sugo, and it's going to be my best lap yet. I hope so. That's certainly what I'm going to be pushing for on board the Harley Davidson XR1200. So across the line we will go any moment now. There you go, up by 2 seconds. Let's see what we can do going into the first corner. Chucked a bit of rear brake in there as well. I'm trying to see if I can slide the rear tyre of this Harley Davidson. I know I can, but I might risk a crash if I push it a little bit too much. So of course you do lose speed when you're pushing on the rear brake a lot. So try to trail brake compared to just hitting the rear brake as much times as you want. In MotoGP I rely heavily on the rear brake. Ride 4, not so much. I only ever tend to use it in the seriously hard braking zones, or when I just want to chuck in a bit of a drift every now and again for video purposes. But honestly, I would never use the rear brake as much as I do in MotoGP in Ride 4. It's a death sentence. Push it too much and you just fly off the bike. These aren't the same bikes as MotoGP's, of course. Very, very different beasts in their own way, but we've ran it wide for the horseback corner, very close to getting off the track, or at least touching the rumble strip on the outside of the track as we go into the left-hand eye for SP in. And now, of course, when you go in, that can only mean you go out. So for turn 10, we go out for SP out. And then finally, we're down by 0.3 of a second. Not quite the lap I wanted it to be, so maybe we'll just have a big wheelie over the line if I can get the job done. But braking into turn 12, into the left-hander for 13, and then for the right-hander for 14. That is much, much better. No mistake like we did on that other lap. No embarrassing moment. We have got the job done here today in Ride 4 on board the Harley Davidson XR1200 and here in Sugo. So guys, as always, I hope you enjoyed the video. Another victory goes to the way of DrAce and you guys as well, because of course we're all winners here. But upon that note guys, thanks for watching as always. Like, comment and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Hit the notification bell to be alerted to every single DrAce upload and live stream. And upon that note guys, I'll see you in the next video. Ciao for now.
Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite sate your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.